Hi guys. Okay, so we are going to talk about another plural nouns rule today. Okay, so we've talked about how most words end in S, but there are some weird words, right? So they have weird endings to them. And so we're going to talk about, we've already talked about if they end in X, SS, CH, SH, Z, or S, that we add an ES to the end of the noun to make it plural. And now we're going to talk about if a word ends in F or if it ends in FE, what happens to make it plural. And just a reminder, singular means one and plural means more than one. Okay, so here we go. Gonna get another color. How about blue? Okay, here we go. So looking at these, so what we're going to do is we're going to drop the F or FE and then we add VES. So if our word was hoof, like if we're talking about one hoof of a horse, but we want to say multiple of those, plural of that word, we're going to cross off that F and we're going to add VES. So now it becomes hooves. Okay, so let's talk about the next one, thief. Okay, if we have thief, it ends in an F, so I'm going to cross off the F and add VES. And this is the strategy I want you to use. I want you to cross off the F or FE and put VES right above it so you remember. Okay, so it's going to be one thief, multiple thieves. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Thieves. Okay, now let's talk about the word scarf. Okay, scarf ends in an F. We're going to cross off the F and add VES. So it would be one scarf, multiple scarves. Okay, if we have one knife and we're talking about more than one knife, we would cross off the F and the E. So look, we're going to either drop the F or the FE. It could be either one of these endings. And we're going to add VES. So it'd be one knife. And if you were talking about setting the table for your family, you would need multiple knives. It's not knives. It's not scarfs. It's scarves, knives. Okay, let's talk about the next one, calf, like a baby cow. So we know it ends in an F, so we're going to cross out the F and add VES. Okay, so we would have one calf, one baby calf, multiple or more than one baby calves. CAL and then VES. So wife ends in FE, so I'm going to cross off the FE and add VES, and then it would be multiple wives. Okay. All right, so now I'm not going to do the other side, but we're going to talk about the bottom. So if we're making it singular, so this is basically backwards thinking, guys. So if we know that if it ends in F or FE when it's singular, that we need to drop the F or FE and add VES to make it plural, right? So if we were to go backwards, we would drop, write this down, drop the VES and add F or FE, right? F or FE, do a little dash there because it's an ending. So we're basically just going backwards, right? So to make it plural, we drop the F or FE and add VES. To make it singular, we drop the VES and add F or FE. So it's up to you to decide which one that word ends in. which ending that word has when it's singular. So does it end in an F or does it end in an FE? Okay. And this is also going for if it ends in a VES, we're going to follow this rule. But if it ends with, if we see maybe something like this, like I see an SH here, I see a CH here, I see an SS here with ES afterward, that's following our other rule. So all we're going to do is take away that ES, right? But the word like donuts means more than one donut, right? So that one we just added an S. So all we have to do is subtract the S. So let's do a couple. Selves ends in VES, so I'm going to take that away. And I want you to think about, is it self with an F or self with an FE? It's just an F. So it would be multiple selves, like yourselves, or it would be one self. Okay? If it was ashes, if we're talking about multiple ashes, that word is plural, and we want to make it singular, we're going to take away the ES, and the singular word would be ash. Okay, shoe. Oh, this is a tricky one because it looks like it ends in ES, but I know that if it's one shoe, It's spelled S-H-O-E. So all I'm gonna do is take away the S and the singular would be shoe. If you wrote that, you would think, that doesn't look right because it needs that E, okay? We added an S to make shoes plural, not an ES. All right, here we go, hooves. This is the same thing as we did before, right? So we know it ends in VES, so we're gonna take away that VES and one hoof, ending in just an F. Okay, so it'd be singular would be hoof. All right, I'm gonna come over here to gases, okay? Gases, I see that SS, except that is one of those weird ones where we have to double the S to make it plural. So it would be one gas. So we're gonna take away the SES and it's gonna be gas. Okay. Let's talk about chairs. Okay, it's multiple chairs. Chairs is a plural word, but we just added an S to make that word plural. So it's just gonna be chair to make it singular. Hold on, there we go. Okay, let's talk about halves at the bottom. Okay, halves, it ends in VES, so I'm gonna have to replace it with either F or FE. So what do you think? Does half end in F or FE? It ends in F, half. Awesome. Okay, guys, so head back over to the seesaw and I'm gonna have you do a couple of them to practice so I can see if you understand. All right, thanks for watching.